Wanted Adventure! Hosted by Donna Newman.
Denglish. Deutsch plus English. Denglish. Stefan and I often speak a kind of Denglish together, and I haven't really sat down and analyzed my Denglish speaking patterns. But I have noticed some German words that I find myself repeatedly and quite often slipping into my English sentences over and over again. Instead of using the English words for these things, I often find myself just using the German word. One example of that is the German word Amt. I don't even, now that I think about it, I don't even know what the English word for Amt is. No, I don't know what it is. Okay, I have to look it up. I would want to say that Amt is an office, but it's not just an office. That's Büro. Amt is like a governmental office? Hold on. The dictionary gives me office, but it's not just an office. An Amt is a different kind of office. Like I have to go to the Amt to do visa stuff, paperwork, or I have to go to the Amt to file paperwork if I move apartments. So yeah, I just use the German word Amt to talk about that. It becomes a problem, like if I call my parents and then I'm like, yeah, we went to the Amt last week, and they're like, the what? Huh? You went where? So yeah, then it can be kind of a problem. Another German word that I find popping into my English sentences quite often is, hold on, paprika for a bell pepper. Yeah, when talking with Stefan, I rarely say bell pepper. It's usually paprika. We need to get some paprika from the store. I want a green paprika. I want a red paprika. How many paprikas do we have at home? Paprika. Another food, which I don't have to show, but another one that I often say in German is Frühlingszwiebeln, which are, I believe, green onions in the US. And I think they are actually called, so Frühling means spring in German, and I believe they're actually called spring onions in the UK. So yeah, we need Frühlingszwiebeln for this recipe. We need to get some Frühlingszwiebeln from the store. While we're in the kitchen, another one is, again, hold on, Sieb. And once again, my brain does not know what is the English for this thing. It's not a grater. It's not a grater. It's a sifter? I know you sift flour with it. What is this thing called? Okay, I have to look it up. Sieve? This is a sieve? And yet another one in the kitchen is Milchschäumer. And again, I don't even know what this is in English. I have a Milchschäumer, that's hard to say. I have a Milchschäumer here in Germany, but I never had a Milchschäumer in the US, so I don't know what it's called, like a milk frother. Okay, now I'm curious about this too. What is Milchschäumer in English? Milk frother. Another one that I've noticed is actually kind of a new one for me. I feel like this has only started to crop up quite often in my English recently, and that is geeinigt, instead of saying that we're in agreement on something. I've noticed myself saying things like, oh, I thought we were it's hard for me to say, but for some reason, recently it's been the first word that's popped into my head instead of that we're in agreement, even if I stumble over it. So I'll try to say, often I've noticed I thought we were geeinigt about this. I thought we were in agreement on this, but I'll say geeinigt. It is really hard for me to say, and yet it is still, recently I've noticed, the first word that pops into my head. Why? Why not just in agreement on? I like it. And last example for this video, schleudern. So sometimes with the washing machine, we'll put the clothes on a quick schleudern cycle, and I don't even know what the English word for this is. We just say often please put the clothes on a quick schleudern cycle again, or do you want me to schleuder the clothes? But yeah, what is the English? Okay, I have to look again. Spin cycle. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, it's the spin cycle. Yes. So my question for you is, if you speak multiple languages and you sometimes find yourself combining those languages, are there any words in one language that you have noticed yourself often slipping into or just, happening to use in the other language? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in tomorrow's video where I'll be talking about how I feel about soccer now. Until next time, until tomorrow, auf Wiedersehen.
Want to watch another video? Here are two. And a really, really, really big thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so much for your support. Bis morgen!